Hi, it's Rex again. Come along as I embark on a two-flight journey with Qatar Airways traveling in economy. Today, I'll be departing from Terminal 4 at London Heathrow. The first leg is a 7-hour flight to Doha, followed by a short 1-hour hop to Abu Dhabi. I'm very excited to experience Qatar Airways' renowned service and comfort throughout this trip. I was able to use the priority lane for check-in thanks to my British Airways status. Since there was only one desk open and the queue was getting longer, I was fortunate to be redirected to the more exclusive check-in area reserved for business and first-class passengers. I've heard that guests in this area are even offered drinks while they wait. Definitely a nice touch. The check-in process took a bit longer than usual due to my passport, which while capable requires visas for many countries. Once everything was sorted, I made my way to the security. I'm not particularly a fan of the airside area of Terminal 4, but I always look forward to visiting the lounges when flying out from here. The Qatar Airways lounges are easy to find and there are two of them. One exclusively for business and first-class passengers, and another for economy and business-like passengers with elite status, which is the frequent flyer lounge. I like the layout of this lounge as there are plenty of sitting areas to relax in, as well as a separate dining area. There are 2 coffee machines available, accompanied by a selection of TWG teas. Behind the dining area is one of the 2 self-serve bars, offering a variety of nuts and both alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks. Here are the food choices that were offered at the lounge during my visit: pasta, rice, breads, cheeses, desserts, and more. I started my dinner with some hummus and carrot sticks. Delicious. Next, I had biryani rice with some vegetables and chicken. I finished off with a slice of cheesecake, a cup of flat white coffee, and mixed nuts. After dinner, I checked out the toilet and shower facilities. They were clean and smelled pleasant. Towels were provided, and the lotions and toiletries were by the French brand Diptyque. The water pressure and temperature were just right. After the shower, I felt refreshed and ready for the long-haul flight. I still had some time to kill after the refreshing shower, so I headed to the self-serve wine bar and poured myself a glass of sparkling wine. My sweet tooth couldn't resist the dark chocolate cookies. I stayed there and relaxed until it was time to board my flight. I left the lounge and headed to the boarding gate, where there was a separate queue for premium class and elite status passengers. Boarding proceeded as usual. Now, here's my seat, 19D, an aisle seat. At my seat, I found a pillow, a blanket, an amenity kit, and a pair of headphones. You'll notice that there's no seat directly in front of me, which gave me fantastic legroom to stretch out. The more I travel, the more I appreciate having easy access to the aisle. The only downside is that your neighbor might disturb you when they need to get out of their seat. From where I am sitting, I can see the Q Suites, an impressive product. I can't wait to experience it myself in the coming weeks. The safety video was played. I like Kevin Hart, but I wasn't a fan of this particular video. As I settled in, I popped out the entertainment unit from the side of the seat. It was a decent size and very responsive, with an extensive selection of films, TV shows and music. I ended up rewatching the entire season 2 of Calling from Accounts during the flight. The table also pops out from the side of the seat. The size is decent with 2 configuration options, and it can be adjusted closer or further from you. Now back to the items that were on my seat earlier. The blanket felt soft and was a good size. The pillow was fluffy, and the headphones worked well. Before the meal service, the crew handed out cleansing wipes. For dinner, I had orange juice, white wine, sticky toffee pudding, a salad, I think, bread, and Thai beef basil with rice as the main course, and of course, water. Everything was served on one tray, except for the juice and the wine. I really enjoyed the meal. Afterwards, I was given Biscoff biscuits and offered coffee or tea, but I politely declined as I wanted to get some sleep. Let's take a look at what's inside the amenity kit. A pair of earplugs, a dental kit, an eye shade, and a pair of socks. The toilet I used looked clean and well maintained. There was a cologne / deodorizer and a pair of large mirrors. It's now time to sleep. I didn't use the eye shade as I brought my favorite one with me. I actually managed to get a few hours of rest, even missing the light breakfast service offered before landing. Upon disembarking at Hamad Airport, I plan to head straight to the Platinum and Gold Lounge, which I have access due to my status. On the way, I greeted the bear and took the train to the other end of the airport. I can confidently say that this airport is my second favorite, after Singapore's Changi Airport. The place is full of shops and art pieces. Did I mention that there's also a garden in the airport? I will take you to the garden in a future video. I made it to the lounge, and after checking in, I found a table. For some reason, I couldn't get the QR code to work. Thankfully, there were plenty of stuff around, and I was able to place my order through them. After ordering, I decided to walk around and noticed a few coffee machines throughout the lounge. There are 2 buffet areas and a bar located in the center. Shower facilities are also available in the lounge. For breakfast, I had a salmon sandwich, yogurt with berry compote, and a cup of coffee. For now, it's time to head to the gate. On the way, I passed by the garden, a beautiful green space right inside the airport. Boarding for my next flight was through a bus gate. It took a bit of time to reach the aircraft, which gave me a chance to admire the wide-body planes parked around. Boarding itself didn't take long. My seat was in the bulky row of the economy cabin, which offered plenty of legroom. Since this is a very short flight, I did not expect anything to be on the seat, though you can request a pillow or a blanket if needed. The tray table was stored in the side of the seat. There was a USB-A port available for charging devices. I did not use the entertainment screen much, as I did not have earphones with me, but I did use it to track the flight. Before I knew it, we were taking off. The snack service soon followed, and we were given a bottle of orange juice along with a piping hot veggie puff. There wasn't much to do after that, so I spent the rest of the time looking out the window. As we approached Abu Dhabi, I spotted some familiar landmarks: the iconic dome of the Guggenheim Museum, Ferrari World Abu Dhabi, and the relatively new Abu Dhabi Airport Terminal. And just like that, we arrived at Zayed International Airport in Abu Dhabi. Overall, I really enjoyed flying with Qatar Airways from London Heathrow to Abu Dhabi via Doha in economy class. Please don't forget to like this video and hit subscribe. See you next time!